Auntie, you okay?
I need you to step.
It's actually El Cacatua del Capitan. It's a family-run place.
Dan Tucker, big-time Hollywood stunt coordinator.
This is a 2024 action comedy movie starring Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt, Hannah Waddingham, Winston Duke, and a couple of others. The movie kicks off with an appreciation for stuntmen and women. These stunt people take heavy risks but remain unseen and underappreciated. Colt, played by Ryan Gosling, is a stuntman, and he has a crush on a camera operator, Jodie. Jodie is a woman with huge dreams as she dreams of becoming a director one day. On set, Colt is called open by Tom, an actor that Colt is stunt doubling, and Gail his producer. Tom and Gail want Colt to perform a particular stunt again because they feel like he showed his face in the previous one. It's business as usual for Colt, so he agrees. On his way to perform the stunt, Jodie jokes with him. She asks him out for a drink, and Colt tells her that he prefers a date on the beach instead. Colt performs the stunt, and this time it goes incredibly wrong. He falls a really high distance and injures his back. He was taken away on a stretcher. 8 months later, we see Colt in his home, still feeling the effects of the fall, making him quit his job as a stuntman. Colt also cut communications with Jodie during his time away, and Jodie was not happy about it. Gail then out of the blue calls Colt and tells him he is needed on set. Colt refuses, making it clear to her that he no longer wants to work as a stuntman, but he changes his mind when he tells him that Jodie is directing the project and wants him there, and he accepts. Colt gets there and gets 3D scanned so Tom's face can be placed on his. After that, he asks to see the stunt coordinator, Dan. Dan is happy to see Colt, and he explains the stunt to him. Colt isn't excited about it as he still remembers how the last stunt went. Dan encourages him and Colt gets ready for the stunt. Jodie is also on set, but she is busy handling other things and has no idea Colt is around or that Colt is the stuntman. Back to Colt. As he gets ready, he checks the density of the sand and tells Dan that the stunt should be postponed because of the state of the sand. Dan once again persuades, and this time, Jodie intervenes, although with a communication device, and asks him to proceed with the stunt. Colt agrees, and the stunt, although it was a rocky one, it ended well. Jodie then sees that the stuntman is Colt, and she is not happy to see him. Colt tells her that Gail was the one who invited him, and he is happy to see her and see how far she has gone. Jodie isn't moved by any of this and asks Dan to find another stuntman. Dan tells her that Colt is the only stuntman available. The work continues, and after another stunt, Jodie offers to narrate the whole movie to Colt. A conversation that was supposed to be strictly professional ended up becoming a personal one as the movie started looking like a reflection of what happened and is currently happening between them. Colt asks that they take the conversation elsewhere, a place where no one would hear, but Jodie insists they have it in the open since it was a professional one. Gail then meets Colt in his trailer and asks him to find missing action star Tom within 48 hours to save director Jodie's film production. Colt reminisces about his relationship with Jodie while listening to music in his car before she joins him, emphasizing the importance of the film. At Ryder's apartment, Colt is attacked by Ryder's girlfriend Iggy Starr, the film's lead actress, but finds a prop sword. Iggy directs Colt to a nightclub where Ryder's drug dealer Dune is. Colt dresses flashy to enter the club and asks Dune about Ryder, but Dune drugs Colt's drink. Despite hallucinating a unicorn, Colt beats up Dune's goons, chases him outside, and stops him from escaping in a cab. Dune reveals he was paid to drug Colt and directs him to a hotel to find someone named Kevin and ask for a fruit platter. In the hotel, Colt meets Jodie. She tells him that the studio wants her to change the ending of the story to a happy one, but they don't talk for long as Gales comes in to take Jodie away. Kelvin also comes in immediately after and gives Colt the keycard to Tom's room. The keycard does not work and Colt resorts to breaking in. After breaking in, Jodie calls him and talks to him about her plans for the movie. After the call, and stumbles on something that shocks him, the dead body of another stuntman, Henry, in the bathtub. He immediately calls Gail. She wants him not to tell the police, but after getting confronted by the police when he is about to leave, he informs the police officer about his discovery. They go back upstairs to look at the body, but the body is missing. The next day, Colt talks to Dan about everything that happened, but Dan suggests it was due to hallucination. Jodie tells Colt that he will have to fill in for Tom and shoots the whole sequence with her. Tom's face will just be imposed on him. Tom agrees and the shoot goes well. Jodie invites Tom to go karaoke with her to celebrate the shoot, and he agrees. On his way to karaoke, he meets Tom's assistant Alma and Jean-Claude, a well-trained dog. Alma tells Colt that the last time she saw Tom was at a crazy party with Henry. She tells him that she has Tom's phone and is sure there's something illegal on the phone. Still, in the middle of their discussion, they both get teased by Dressler, and Alma gets abducted. Colt and the dog steal a truck and chase after them. While all this was happening, Jodie was waiting for Tom in the karaoke bar. Colt and the dog were able to fight off the goons and save Alma. Colt rushed to the karaoke bar, but Jodie had already left. Colt and Dan try to access missing actor Tom's phone to find evidence, but it's password protected. They eventually find the password and discover a video of Ryder accidentally killing Henry. Venti then informs Colt and Dan that the news is reporting Henry's death with Colt as the prime suspect. Tom's goons, led by Dressler, attack Colt and Dan, and in the chaos, Dressler destroys Tom's phone. Colt escapes and confronts Tom, who reveals that the cover-up was orchestrated by producer Gail Meyer. Tom then tries to kill Colt by setting him on fire, but Colt escapes on a boat. Gail intentionally prevents Colt from contacting Jody to explain himself. But luckily, Colt is able to contact Judy. He explains why he cut communications with her after the accident. He tells her that he stopped talking to him after the accident because he felt like a failure. He also tells her that he still loves her and wants a second chance. Colt's boat is eventually destroyed, and he is presumed dead, with Tom and Gail using deep fake technology to make it appear that Colt killed Henry. At this point, everyone thinks Colt is dead and also thinks he killed Henry. It's the next day on set, and Tom's men are searching for Dan. Colt sneaks in wearing a costume and finds his way to Judy. He finds her and explains Tom and Gail to her. They kiss and make a plan on how to get Tom to admit to all he did. Tom arrives on set and Jody tricks him into entering a car. He enters the car, and to his greatest surprise, Colt joins him in the car and tells him they'll do a crazy jump with the car for the movie. Tom's goons chase the car, but they are not successful. Tom is terrified as Colt drives very fast and is ready to perform the stunt with him in the car. He confesses to this crime, not knowing he is being recorded. Colt still goes through with the jump, and it makes Tom unconscious. Gail steals the recording and gets a chopper to help her, and Tom gets away. Colt does not let them get away as he jumps on the helicopter, fights both of them, and gets the recording back. He jumps down to a crash mat set by the crew. Jody and Colt are happy, and they kiss again. Tom gets replaced by Jason Momoa as the lead actor as the movie hits the cinemas. The movie gets a happy ending, and so do Colt and Judy. And that is the end of the movie. Leave a like if you enjoyed the recap and subscribe to the channel if you haven't.